So, after seeing other creators talk about their nostalgic video game experience, I figured it could be fun for me to also walk down memory lane. I mean, I like video games, so why not? When I was writing this, I realized that it would probably be a good idea to show some game footage, but then the question was, how would I do that? And thus I came across my first challenge. Yes, I know there are ways to play Game Boy games on my phone or PC, but I didn't really want to take a chance on that potentially risky stuff. I wasn't prepared to explain to my dad that my computer got infected with a virus just so that way I could play some old video games. So, I resorted to the next best thing. I took out my Game Boy Advance SP and DS that I spilled milk over a long time ago and prayed that they still worked. That is some true quality game footage right there. But before we go any further, let's talk about a game that I've been playing pretty recently. It's not League of Legends, but a different legend. That's right, Raid Shadow Legends, who also just happened to be the sponsor of this video. Raid Shadow Legends is a free, epic, high-quality RPG game available on both mobile and PC. Summon champions of all kinds to crush your opponents in humiliating defeat. And you want to show what you're made of? Compete in tournaments where you can fight against epic bosses like giant spiders, ice golems, this big fire guy, and dragons, because dragons are awesome. There's also an arena for PvP, a tavern to make your champions nice and swole, a campaign, and more. All that to satisfy your gaming nerdy needs. And if that's not enough, with the new patch you can now participate in the brand new arena tournament. Earn points according to your tier and win some awesome rewards locally and globally. What I enjoy most about Raid Shadow Legends is the auto battle function, because that way I can appear to be productively doing something else, but also beating up monsters at the same time. I'm also a huge sucker for collecting different kinds of characters. Ooh, so cool. So here's the deal. For the next 30 days, new players that use my link will receive a special free gift of 100,000 silver coins, 50 gems, and a rare champion, the Adjudicator, all for free. Man, I seriously cannot believe they're giving you guys this character. Like, I did not get such bonuses when I started out, okay? So, you're welcome. All that good stuff will be waiting for you, not me, in the inbox when you click the link below. So hurry up and join today. Aren't you like an ogre or something? Oh, it says here you're an orc. Nah, same thing. Speaking of ogres, that is the perfect segue into my first game, Shrek Super Slam. I remember as a kid, this game was like my absolute favorite. It was just a straight up masterpiece. Think of it as like a handheld version of Super Smash Bros, but with Shrek characters. Honestly, there was just a good amount put into this game, like different modes, customization, characters, and campaigns. Oh, gotta love those campaigns. However, I think what made this game so fun were the abilities, and how some of them were just so ridiculous that it just filled the game with even more awesomeness. Shrek farts and knocks opponents stunned. Well, that makes sense. Awesomeness. Ugly Stepsister can throw fireballs. Unexpected, but that's pretty cool. Awesomeness. I'm not entirely sure how that does damage, Prince Charming. Awesomeness. And I didn't realize how messed up this was until just now, but Donkey literally throws his babies at you. What kind of sound is that? Awesome. Just the sheer chaos that can ensue in this game was definitely a fond memory for me as a kid. There was an option for multiplayer, but all my friends preferred their typical common folk Pokemon, Mario, and Kirby stuff, so I always played alone. Overall 10 out of 10, and my friends are lame for not playing this game. Hey, that rhymes. Now, you probably already knew this, but I was super into Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. And aside from their traditional card game, there were a few spin-off versions created that I played. Capsule Monsters, Battle of the Roses, that one was kind of weird and I never finished it, but maybe I should. And lastly, Dungeon Dice Monsters. Oh wait, technically there was another one called Destiny Board Traveler, but as cute and anime aesthetically pleasing as it was, I did not play that game as much because Dungeon Dice Monsters was where it was at, baby. The objective of the game is to roll dice, summon monsters to build a path to your opponent, and then hit him 3 times. Why did I enjoy this game so much, you ask? Well, the graphics itself weren't anything praiseworthy. Like, look what they did to Dark Magician's face. What is that? Also, the game itself wasn't that hard. Like, you just need to focus on putting this giant cocoon in front of your dice master and then rush your opponent with level 1 monsters to cut them off from playing anything. You know, instead of trying to summon higher level monsters because the odds were just not worth it. Ugh, I sound like such a nerd. That's okay. You know, thinking about it more, it was honestly super grindy to get any good dice that you wanted. Obtaining Dark Magician Girl was like the ultimate achievement in the game, but it's like 0.001% chance that you get her from battling Yugi in a duel or dice match. Gotta be kidding me. Yugi, I beat you like 300 times already, so stop giving me this crap and give me what I want. Yeah, why did I like this game so much? I'm honestly beginning to think that it was because I sucked at chess and then this thing was kind of like chess, even though really it's not anything like chess. But the fact that it was just Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, so. Overall, it was okay replaying it. I can kind of see why I enjoyed it as a kid, but I'm not touching this again unless Yu-Gi-Oh! Decides to reboot it. Moving on to the next game, LEGO Battles. I had high hopes for this game when I saw it at Target. It looked like it could be some kind of open battle game like Star Wars Battlefront, but it turned out to basically be a simpler dialed-down version of StarCraft, which is another game that I enjoyed playing. Similar name, but different star. Basically, you choose factions from medieval times, pirates, space, collect resources, build your base and army, and reduce your opponent's base to nothing but Lego bricks. I guess I'm not that picky when it comes to games because I saw reviews of it and it turned out that it didn't do that well, but personally for me, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Granted, the graphics and fight scenes weren't amazing, and yes, sometimes the units were ridiculously difficult to control, but the storylines were really fun to go through, had some pretty decent animation scenes with classic LEGO humor, and a good variety of characters to choose from, like King Gahuka, Tiki Golems, a sheriff, ninjas, and Santa. Another 10 out of 10 game from memory lane. There was a Ninjago version that came out, but we aren't going to talk about that because it sucks. Random thought, but oh my gosh, guys. Could you imagine if there was a Star Wars version of LEGO Battles? Oh, it would be so cool. Yeah. Wait, what? And finally, we come to my last game. The one that was probably the dumbest one that I ever bought. The weirdest game that I played in my childhood. I present to you Shamu's Deep Sea Adventure. I remember seeing this in one of my elementary school book catalog thingies, and I thought to myself, I want this. It features one of my favorite sea creatures, and it's from one of my favorite childhood amusement parks. This was before Blackfish. It was just a done deal. Now, this kind of game is exactly what you expect from a family-friendly killer whale named Shamu. I mean, you know the type. Explore the ocean, meet other creatures, solve puzzles, collect crystals, battle a kraken, and you know, the usual, eventually face off against the ocean god Poseidon to save the world, or SeaWorld. So typical. Ha! Really, Poseidon? You're an ocean god and all you want to do is take over an amusement park? You might want to rethink your life goals, dude. Also, let's just ignore the fact that Shamu's friends are a manatee, a seal, and a dolphin, cause, I mean, just from watching Animal Planet, orcas normally eat those animals? Horacio? I thought your name was Clyde. Anyways, replaying this game just reminded me how frustrating it all was. The pufferfish is annoying as heck to deal with. You lose a crazy amount of crystals when you get hurt, and you don't even have enough time to get them all back. And Poseidon is just stupidly hard to beat, okay? There is no way you can beat this guy without losing health. His trident is like a freaking homing missile that flies off screen so you can't see it coming. But worst of all, I cannot find the remaining Atlantis tablets, which are these magical items that you needed to collect throughout the game. Pretty much the equivalent to Lego canisters. When I beat Poseidon, it kind of just ended there, so I was thinking that I needed all the tablets to finish the game. I don't know, maybe assembling them all brings back SeaWorld or unlocks the final scene. Originally, I just thought I wasn't able to find these things because I was younger and stupid. But even for me now, I've gone through the map so many times, top to bottom, and there is no sign of these blasted tablets anywhere! I wonder what that says about me. Don't answer that. I really wanted to find out, so I even Googled this game looking for cheats or something, but sadly, turns out no one cared enough about this game. Wait. Oh my gosh! Wait, what? Someone actually posted? This was not here when I checked it last. This changes everything. Yeah, well, then again, does it really? Just watch. I'm gonna manage to find them all, and it does nothing. But then the game would teach me the ultimate life lesson. And that is, some things in life are just not worth doing. Dwight Schrute. Overall, I think this was a good experience playing these games again. Like, sure, I might not have enjoyed them as much as I did as a kid, but they did remind me that feeling of excitement, that eagerness to start a new game to see what's in store. During a time in life where I haven't been able to play as many video games, this was a nice change. I wonder what other games I should play. So, yeah. Have you ever played any weird video games in your childhood? I don't know why I'm talking like this. Anyways, put them in the comments below and try to explain how the game works because chances are I won't know what you're talking about. But yeah, let's keep this end card short because I want to wait for June because June is an exciting month because that's when a lot of K-pop albums are coming out, so yay. Time to get hype! Big thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video, but even bigger thank you to you who is watching and supporting this channel. It really means a lot to me, so I will see you in the next video, but until then, continue to stay safe and stay young.